What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 118. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011, and you can catch this podcast live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join in the chat if you're a subscriber over there. We'd love to have you. If you can't catch it live, that's A-OK. It drops over on YouTube and podcast services, topic by topic, and put as one big video in MP3 for your amusement on the following Friday. Last but not least, hashtag ad merch store. Get all of your swag over there, t-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand. Support us. It'd be greatly appreciated. Today, we're flying solo again. It might be a full month of solo episodes. Hopefully you guys aren't, what the hell? Hopefully you guys aren't saddened by that. You're coming back to the show. You shouldn't be. I'm the main part, right, Moose? No, Artemis is the main part. So, anyways, we're back with another solo episode, and we're going to be talking some more wrestling as we open up today. We're going to be talking about the upcoming WWE Royal Rumble. As of recording, it is this Saturday. As of full release, it's tomorrow. So we want to talk about the Royal Rumble as it's coming up this weekend, and kind of figure out, talk about the match card, but also figure out what the fuck they are going to do with this Royal Rumble, because I feel like they have some troubles afoot. So let's get right on into it with our match card. As of recording, there are 6 matches. 6 matches planned for the event. We have Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley. We have Roman Reigns defending his Universal Champion from Seth frickin' Rollins, with the Usos bared from ringside. We have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. We have Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's title against Doudrop. We have the 30-man Royal Rumble along with the 30-woman Royal Rumble. So, we got some stuff going on. We got some things to chat about. So, let's get on with the easy ones that probably don't need too much of a chatter about, because I don't have too much of an opinion on. Let's talk about Edge and Beth against Miz and Maurice. Exactly, Moose. What the fuck? Why are we having this? I don't care about this match. Exactly. All the Z's from Papa Griff. I agree 100%. Just for momentum base sake, it seems like Miz and Maurice are going to get the upper hand here. Would that be in bad taste with Beth making her return? Yes. So, for Beth's sake, I hope they win. Beth looks great. I love the new hairdo. But yes, momentum based, it would look like Miz and Maurice would win here. Don't care. Moving on to the Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Okay, so now we start getting into the thick of things, where history plays a part. COVID hits, people are out. Roman says, "See you, bye, I got COVID too." Brock gets kicked from his match, not kicked, but is unable to do his match at the last pay-per-view or day one or where the fuck it was called. So, okay, Brock, we're paying you a shit ton of money. You can't do this match because Roman's out. He's, got the COVID, and he's got really bad health issues, at least in this kind of area. Fuck it. We paid you already. Let's throw you in this match with Big E, because no one cares that it's a fatal 5-way now. Yes, Moose, no one cares if Brock Lesnar's in this match. We're already paying him money. But guess what? We're going to have him win the fucking thing, because money. We paid him money. So we got Brock with a title he's not even supposed to have if everything in history was going normal. Alright. We're just going to fuck over Big E, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. I forgot the other guy in the match. It's probably Lashley. Alright, so he's got a title he's not supposed to even have. Let's put him against Lashley. Okay. Makes sense. Dream match for some. MMA versus MMA. Bellator versus UFC. Whatever fucking company Lashley fought for, I don't remember. Okay, I get it. Not for me. So, my bold prediction on this one. Lesnar retains, and this will set up a Big E redemption arc for Mania. Please let that be true. Let that be true. Let Big E redeem himself from, the stupid Brock being added to the match. Redeem Kofi for losing the title in 20 seconds. Redeem Xavier because, I don't know, nothing happened between him and Brock yet, but I'm sure there's reasons. Let's set that up. If that's the setup and that's the payoff, fine. I'll live with it. I'm going to live with it regardless because WWE's not going to listen to me. They don't give a fuck. But if that's the payoff, okay. But this match, I'm not interested in. Not that Bobby can't work. Not that Bret Lesnar can't work. No, of course not. We all know how I feel about Lesnar. It's just not interesting to me. So, bleh. Anyways, next, Reigns and Rollins. Can these two put on a good match? Yes. Have we seen it 100 times? Yes. Is that why I don't care? Yes. I don't give a shit about this one either. Usos barred from the ringside. Big deal. I think this is the best Reigns has been ever, or at least the most interesting. But you can't have it just all shit the bed because Seth came into the picture. That would be the dumbest well, no, they've had some pretty dumb payoffs in WWE history. That would be one of the worst. You had him, head of the table, 500-day reign as champion. He just passed Lesnar, I think, of all time. And then Seth comes in and wins it? No, that's dumb. No, you got to save Reigns finally losing to somebody. Obviously, everybody keeps saying The Rock. Dwayne just signed with the UFC. I don't know what his deal is, but whatever. Reigns is retaining. All right. Now we get into the more interesting stuff here. Becky versus Piper Nevin. Oh, sorry, Doudrop. Stupid. Why did she not go back to her other name? Eva Marie's not even in the company anymore. I'm excited that Piper's getting this opportunity. Great. I'm excited that she has gotten the usage on the main roster compared to a lot of unfortunate call-ups from the NXT brand. Psyched that she's getting opportunities like this. Do I think she's going to win? No. But I think this is a step in the right direction for her to continue showing what she can do, especially at a pay-per-view level. Usually, it's a big four. More eyes are going to be tuned into it that may not watch week to week. So, excited for her to do what she does best. And, hopefully Becky's now back in the rhythm of things that she can be a good dance partner for Piper with that, and also, elevate her to the best of her ability. So, once again, no. Becky will retain. I think Papa Griff said it earlier, no title changes. So that's all the 3 titles staying right where they are. So now we got the Rumbles. As of recording, let's see if they have photos here. That seems like an old photo. As of recording, let's start with the ladies. At least at the image I'm looking at here, we have 4, 8, 11, 14, 16, 17, 18. We have 21 women confirmed. So we have 9 spots open for this Rumble. Obviously, we've already been kind of spoiled on some surprises with Lita, Summer Rae, Bella, Michelle McCool, and the biggest surprise, to be honest, Mickie James. Mickey's obviously currently signed with Impact Wrestling. They're Knockouts champion. Now we got a crossover there. Awesome that they're doing this. Obviously WWE doesn't really like talking about other companies. Will this lead to anything? No, probably not, but still cool to see. Can you imagine how this would have broken the internet if this was kept hush-hush and she showed up. That would have been insane. But I get it. Trying to sell tickets or pay-per-view buys, and you're also doing the little cross promotion with Impact. They want to get something out of this deal. So having her named mentioned more, and obviously the Knockouts title mentioned more, hopefully elevates Impact. Now, we got 9 spots here. Now my question, what's the status of the women's roster? Because rumors going around say that some offers have been made to some formerly employed superstars to have a spot in the Rumble. The only one I've seen name-wise is the Iconics. Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, now Jessica McKay, and Cassie Lee. I'm sorry. Offers were made to them. They said no. So, good for them. I wonder if anybody else has been asked. Now, as for people who have been in Rumbles in the past, let's see who's not over here. Oh, I think Kelly is in there in the image too. Sorry, my bad. So I'm trying to think of women who have been in on a legend thing that could show up or have showed up but aren't here. Molly Holly is one. She's been in all of them, I think. Victoria. Has Trish been in one? I think she has. Who else? I guess Beth could pull double duty. She could be in there. Right, okay. Trish wasn't there. I'm blanking, but I think those are the big ones. Okay, so that'd be 4 spots. Papa Griff mentions in chat Asuka or Bayley return. I could definitely see that. I don't know what's up with Asuka, to be honest. I know she's hurt. I don't know the state of her injury. Bayley as well, I don't know the status of, but I think she's closer to a comeback than in general. So I'd love to see that. Love to see either one or both of them return. Let's see. So as of the remainder of the women's roster, let's see who we have. Can I search? No, I can't. Okay, we got Alexa Bliss. She's doing vignettes. We have, oh boy, a bunch of NXT ladies I don't know because NXT 2.0. Kyrie, I think Kyrie's contract for overseas stuff is actually coming to an end as well, or already ended. So while I would love that, that's probably a no. Candice is out because she's pregnant. Cora Jade could show. Dakota Kai, I think, is more on the positive side. She's been in the past. Let's see. Gigi Dolan's a tag champ. Indy Hartwell, Io Shirai. I'd love for Shirai to show up again. JC Jane. Kat Zaro. Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray would be good. Kaden Carter. Lacey Evans. Oh, God, I forgot about that. Does Lacey Evans make a return? Has she had her baby yet? Ew, I hope not. Sunny from jail. Yep. Mandy Rose would make sense. She's NXT Women's Champion. Always the rumor about Paige. I don't know the status of her neck, concussion, head, whatever. I think a big one that makes perfect sense and maybe the time to kind of elevate her to the main roster would be Raquel Gonzalez. I don't think she's been in a Rumble before. This could be a good opportunity for her to come up. Maybe put her against Rhea. Obviously, they've worked together in the past. There's a little history. You do the stare down. They're both similar size. You know, looks intimidating. And then, yeah, they can do some stuff there together. Santina. God, I hope not. Saray's got a whole new gimmick. Sasha's out for like 4 to 8 weeks, so that's a no. Let's see. Sonya enter herself? Doubt it. I like how vacant is a roster space. They literally did that. I don't think Xia Li was in the picture. Another one I would love, but I don't know also her injury status, is Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark from NXT. She hasn't been in a Rumble before. She's really good. I'd like to see her in, but I don't know. So, if we count the 4 legends that we did before, we got 5 spots left. So, they're not in as bad shape as I thought roster-wise, where they were like, But then again, WWE's been making, apparently, like I said, these offers to people to be in it. Obviously, Mickey deal, that worked out. Iconics, no. So it's like, why do they feel the need to reach out to the outside talent? Because once again, WWE doesn't do this, where they, cross-promote, reach out, acknowledge, etc., etc. So, like, something must be up. So maybe these returns that we're talking about, whether it's a Lacey, a Bayley, an Asuka, maybe they're not ready and they need also to fill those. Well, I mean, it's the same spots, but maybe they don't have those reliable talents to fill those spots like they thought they would. It's just an interesting thing to think about. Like, why? Obviously, the releases over this past year have been kind of sporadic, and there's been a lot of them, but they've been pretty regular. Why do they feel in such a pigeonhole, I guess you could say, for like, oh shit, we need to fill 30. So that'd be curious. I don't know. There is one more rumor I read today of a big return. I know Papa Griff wouldn't be a fan of it. I'm iffy about it. There's rumors of a Ronda return. Once again, that's happened before, though. So, it would definitely be surprising. But yeah, I don't know if I'd want that just because of thinking of matchups. There's definitely some interesting matchups, but I don't want the people who have been built up to these places to just get overshadowed and forgotten about. I mentioned Piper. We got a lot of good things going for her in this moment, during this time. Bianca's obviously, been on a rise until that stupid Becky 18 seconds bullshit at SummerSlam. Like, we've built up some ladies. I'd like to keep that momentum behind them. And if Ronda comes into play, not that a dream match between like a Bianca and a Ronda wouldn't be cool. It's just like, obviously all the spotlight's going to go on Ronda. So do the rest of these just kind of fall apart and like, oh yeah, remember when you were a thing? Ooh. So that would be my only negative, really, for Ronda, I guess. I'm not a big fan of her. Like, I have nothing against her, but like, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, she's back. Just more of like, oh shit, it's something that happened. Count one broken TV, right? So, I don't know. So yeah, the Women's Rumble is interesting just for the fact of those 9 spots. Once again, if this image isn't the most up-to-date, then I apologize. But it's going to be curious to see who fills out those 9 spots. If we're talking surprise entrants that have no history, personally, I'd love to see Swole here. I know we talked about Big Swole last Steve was on the podcast, and Steve's kind of like 50-50 on Swole, or didn't really seem behind her. I think that'd be awesome. Do I think that would actually happen? Probably not. Swole's kind of had some very strong opinions on WWE, been like, don't like how you're running that thing. You broke up the Hurt business, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, her husband is there with Cedric Alexander, so maybe it could grease the wheels. But I think that would be cool. But I don't know the likelihood of that happening. As for other talents, if they were, I don't know if they're only expanding the olive branch out to Impact. I think Mickey makes sense to kind of, once again, literal olive branch for how she left with Mark Carrano and all that jazz. This is kind of a way to kind of apologize, play ball, and be like, hey, this was fucked up. Do you want to be in this? Obviously, we'll pay you money. But then you can promote where you are currently, like, you know, kind of making up for that shitty situation. If it's just that, okay, makes sense. We'll move on, carry on. Still a cool thing that we don't see from WWE, obviously, with the cross promotion between brands, or sorry, between companies. So, is what it is. Do I have a definitive winner or choice from this Rumble? Ah, boy. I definitely don't want it to be Charlotte. Unification of the belts makes sense in a way, just because of roster size. Once again, we're struggling with 30. But then again, it kind of gives less opportunities. You have this, and you have the women's tag belts. I think unification makes sense if you are then going to focus on your tag division more for the ladies. That makes sense. But if you don't have the focus grow there, then still don't understand why Charlotte is in it. Why isn't she defending? That's a very good question. Very good question. They had no explanation for it. She just declared herself in the Rumble, just like everybody else. So I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great question of why that is the case. Excuse me. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Maybe, I know they're kind of doing the Naomi and Charlotte kind of storyline a little bit over on SmackDown. So maybe they will scuffle together here. Maybe Naomi will be the one to throw out Charlotte, and that will lead to that. And then the winner of this will lead to the Raw Women's Belt. So out of the people that I want to win, Bianca won last year, and that was great. I wouldn't be upset with her winning again, doing a back-to-back. That'd be kind of cool. I'm a big fan of Rhea, so could want Rhea to win, but then again, she also had her Mania moment last year. I don't think Liv's ready. We're building, but I don't think she's ready. Naomi would be cool, because then that could also follow up the argument of going after Charlotte. Shayna definitely needs something to get out of her out of that 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot grave they dug her. Yeah, Shayna would be a good call to get her back on the right footing. Now, okay, hypotheticals. Ronda returns. Doesn't win here, but is back. I hope she doesn't do the thing where she shits on the winner of the Women's Rumble by making her return or appearance after the thing. But would you rather see a Shayna versus Becky or a Shayna versus Ronda? That could be something interesting to play with. Naomi already had her Mania moment. That's true. I just, even just put her back in that spot. Once again, shared feeling about Charlotte. She's really good. I don't like her character. Duh, she's a heel. But, have her win the Rumble, go to Mania, unfortunately lose at Mania. I'd be okay with that. I don't know. It's tough. There's nobody that, like, stands out from this image. Shayna's probably the only one, like you mentioned. But how she's been booked the last couple years doesn't look great. Shayna versus Charlotte. Okay. All right. That'd be good. Like, I'm looking at a bunch of people like Shotzi. No momentum. No momentum. No build. Liv's not ready. Natalia, historically, yeah, she's been there a long time and does the work well, but, like, not interesting. Rhea had a moment last year. Bianca had a moment last year. Aaliyah's got nothing going for her. No offense. Dana, nope. Nikki ASH, nope. Naomi makes sense. Right, which is why she needs this. Yeah, exactly. This would put Shayna back on the right track like they did originally when she did that ass whooping in the Elimination Chamber. But no. And then obviously you got all the returning ladies. No, I doubt they're going to do anything. I just want Mickey to do more than in and out. Like, give her some time. Tamina, come on. No. Zelina, Carmella, no. So yeah. If Alexa returns and wins, that's poop. Same with Bayley, same with Asuka. See, I'd be fine with a Bayley win. Asuka obviously has the history of winning the first one. What about Kylie Ray? Kylie Ray's signed to GCW. I'm pretty sure. Speaking of GCW, good on you guys. Good on you guys. That GCW The World event looked like it was really impressive. Kind of tempted to buy the replay. Good on you. A lot of word, a lot of hype about the event. Selling out the Hammerstein Ballroom. Good job. Good on you. So yeah, I think Kylie Ray is signed for GCW. Candice LeRae, Mrs. Gargano possible? No, she's pregnant. I think she's later half of her pregnancy, but no. Still signed, but yeah, she's out. Yeah, so a Bayley win, I'd be fine with that. Because I think people like Bayley, even though she is technically playing it heel. So having her go against maybe a Charlotte, that'd be good. What's the UK girl's name? There's one second. Kaylee Ray. Oh, okay. Not Kylie Ray. Yeah, Kaylee Ray. Yeah, Kaylee Ray, I'd be down. She's great. She's great. I think she was in last year's Rumble. But yeah, she's good. I'd like to see her pop up. I don't know if she'd win, but she's good. And then who else we got in there? I think we got Blair Davenport's another one. You know what would be cool? Not that she'd win the thing, but just a little bit of like, hey, UK people, have the women's champ. Have, I might say this wrong, Maiko Satomura. Have her show up. Just show up. Doesn't have to do much. Be in there for a few minutes. You meant that one. Okay, no worries. Have her show up. Like I said, a little, hey, NXT UK plug. Go from there. I think she's wrestled for years. Give them a little shout out there. All right, so final prediction for women's winners. I'm going to steal off Papa Griff. I'm going to say Shayna is who I want, and then Bayley's a backup. So there's my two picks. Is that cheating? Yes. Do I care? No. So there's my two. Let's move it over to the men's Rumble side. Now this image totally does look dated. So let me see if I can find a newer one. No, I don't care about NXT 2.0 tonight. Oops, did I say that out loud? La, 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 la. So the men's Rumble. Do we get any fun surprises in the men's Rumble like the women's Rumble? We'll have to see. As of this recording and the current image, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22 confirmed for the men's Rumble, including one Johnny Knoxville. Yes. The jackass. A little money movie promotion, whatever. Alright, we'll just do a thing with Zayn. Get in, get out. So, confirmed, we have Knoxville, Zayn, Mysterio. Theory, Gable, Otis, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Kofi, Madcap, Moss, Baron Corbin, Sheamus, Damian Priest, Big E, Riddle, RKO, Dolph, Bobby Roode, Omos, Owens, and AJ. So no Walter, or as he's now called, Gunther, because fuck it. Why ruin something perfect? Why? Because fucking NXT 2.0, dog. Alright, anyways, so no, I don't know if Gunther will make an appearance. Would I love for it? Yes, but not as Gunther. So, who do we have here? Gotta be Omos. I hate it. I know. Omos is not ready. Swiss is not in this photo. I don't know if Cesaro is hurt or what. To be honest, I haven't heard about Swiss in so long. I doubt they have like an injury list, right? I'll use the search bar here. Search for superstars. Cesaro. Oh, sign in. I'm not signing in this crap. Get out of here. Cesaro. So no, Swiss Superman is not currently in the photo. You give me literally no information on your page, WWE. Thanks. So that could be a mystery spot. That would be one I'm down with. No Viking Raiders. So they could fill in a spot. Woods is out with an injury. R.I.P. So how come no Dragon and Legends for Dudes Rumble? We could. Definitely could. Once again, I think the Mickey thing makes sense. Why would you announce that? Advertising for Impact. Part of the deal. Very questionable on the rest. McCool, Kelly, Summer Rae, whoever else. That's a weird one to announce because, like, those are supposed to be your surprises. So then it makes you think about the other ones. You know, like, it's got to be something pretty big if you're not announcing those surprises, potentially. But then you announce those ones. So that's a whole thing. But so for the men's, Nick Gage, yeah, no. he would fight Brock, but no, I don't think Gage is making it in. There's been rumors of a Moose, and no, I'm not talking about the Artemis making it into the Rumble. That'd be kind of cool. But you can't have him win it unless this is some kind of expanded deal. And then he goes against Reigns, but then, you know, obviously Reigns still wins. Sammy, if we're sharing with Impact, Callahan would be cool because he does have the history with WWE, formerly known as Solomon Crow in NXT. That'd be cool. I don't know what kind of reaction he would get. Obviously, the IWC, the internet wrestling community, and those of us who are really versed in like other promotions and like talent, knowing them, you know, we would care, but would a live audience care from a generic WWE fan level? I don't know. But then again, you could look back to 2016 and be like, oh, look at AJ Styles 6 years ago making his appearance for the first time. That was huge. Do I remember how they reacted at the Rumble? I feel like they reacted well. So that maybe. My only thing is obviously he didn't have time on the main roster. Not that AJ obviously had any time in WWE before other than like Velocity or whatever the hell it was, and the dark matches. But I don't know. That would be an interesting one. Just for the fuck of it, let's get Breeze back in. Just get Breeze back in for appearance. That's too high of a hope. Who could show up for the dudes? If Swiss, whatever Swiss's status is, him coming back, great. I'm trying to think of guys who have been hurt that have been out for a while. Is there anybody that stands out? Obviously, Cena's been out, but I don't think he would show here. I don't think, unless we need a real ace in the hole, I suppose. You could get a Ciampa. You could get a Dunn. Dunn's been in the Rumble before. Ciampa, as far as I know, has not, so that would be cool. Both have had dark matches on SmackDown for the past couple weeks. So maybe their main roster call is soon, and this could be the ticket to the, ticket in. Goldberg is kind of obvious. I hope not. I think he only has 1 or 2 more matches left in his current deal, so would you blow that on a Rumble? And then, does this set something up for Mania? And if so, then who? Because you got to assume, Goldberg comes in. I'm Goldberg. I blow out smoke from fireworks. Run in, spear, jackhammer, thrown out. Who's throwing him out? Is it Big E throwing him out? Are we getting 2 big, meaty men slapping meat finally from those 2 guys at Mania? Doesn't really make sense. Big E's a face. But, I don't know. But that messes with who I want to win. I want Big E to win here. To then go back for Brock. Kind of get that ticket back. And also, I think, go for that. Oh, yeah. Got a little history with Riddle. That's true. And then Orton could help out with RK Bro stuff. I'm surprised they stayed healthy as a tag team this whole time. There was no turn, double cross. Who else could show up? There's been rumors, and this is, many a dirt sheet, so take anything and everything with a grain of salt, about Moxley. Moxley making a return here. Now, normally I'd say baloney, BS, not happening. 2 reasons I can think this could happen. 1, he was just mentioned in a promo from Rollins on SmackDown. I think even using the Moxley vernacular and name. That's interesting. Why would we do that? 2, is this good favor for the whole recovery thing with Moxley? I think WWE took care of all of that. Would be cool, but I really doubt it. You think Jericho over Moxley? That'd be another one. Oh shit moment. Because Jericho obviously has already done the Broken Skull session with Stone Cold. Duh. It's a legend status. Maybe. The biggest thing to me is the name drop on SmackDown. Not Ambrose. Moxley. Was that a fuck up from Seth? Is this just being respectful of his current gimmick? That just is big red flag for me. Hello, why did we say that? if like nothing comes out of it, like why promote them without needing to promote them? We already cut Dean from the footage of the vignettes, I think. I don't know. Why name drop him? That seems odd. But I would understand the Jericho thing. I would understand. Cody's a free agent. Fuck it. Have Cody in there. Oh, boy. If you have an AEW guy, they have to mess with Knoxville and get tossed. That would be interesting. Hey, we'll give you all this money, but I don't know if AEW would go for that. Marco Stunt in there? I think they're letting his contract go. I'm not sure if you've read updates on that. Him and Cage and Leo you mentioned earlier. I think there may be one or two more. Marco, I don't know. He did just show up at the GCW event this past weekend, and he was helping out. Oh shit! Who was he helping out? Who was Cardona against? I think he helped out him. But Jelly is getting released. Jelly. Oh, Joey Janela. Yeah. Yeah, Janela. Yeah. I don't know if he would show, but yeah, he's getting released. He also competed in the fucking GCW event, and X-Pac came to help him. So that was interesting. Does X-Pac make a return here? He said he was cleared for wrestling, and now obviously he's showing up in the GCW thing. You would think the AEW guys don't have non-competes. Yes, they can. Yeah, that's true, because they can all take independent bookings and dates as long as like AEW dates take precedent. I think they're fine to do whatever they want. Obviously, Moxley's done things in Japan, things in GCW, Impact. Never mind, nobody in Impact, but we've seen talents hop around and do shows of all sorts of scales. I don't know if you watch it, but Evil Uno still does indie shows all the time, very, very small scale at the local level that he'll go do. So yeah, and obviously like Thunder Rosa, she's doing stuff over with her own company, the ladies Mission Pro. So yeah, no, I'm sure they have that open availability. I just don't know if something like this, where it's a national brand, like that would at least have to be a discussion with Tony. Like, hey, are you fine with this? That's a big one. Now, I'm seeing something in this imagery here that makes me a little concerned. Is the Rumble in St. Louis? If so, isn't that Orton's hometown? Don't have this man win another fucking Royal Rumble, please. Oh, that would be the worst. It is. St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri! Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That'd be ass. Alright. I can't think of too many legends that, like, show up here. Does, like, a Jeff Jarrett show up because he was recently on fucking Raw or SmackDown? Okay. That just spurred a thing. Does Elias make his return in whatever new gimmick he's got going on? To not sing? Thinking a bit, Cody does make a lot of sense, especially if he drops the TNT to Sammy. Cody would blow up everything. Like, just that he was there. Not like he's going to ruin it, but like, imagine... like everybody, what? He is a free agent, technically. That would be nuts. Like, he's obviously AEW, staying there. We all know that, blah, blah, blah. But that would be fucking insane. Insane. But Like, would WWE ever go for that? No! Hey, here's this little pissant company. Their words, not mine. Ugh. Like, that we shit on, and then, oh, we're gonna put NXT against them on the same night to crush them, and then NXT does bad, quote unquote. Oh, they didn't get better ratings, so we're gonna fuck our own selves and destroy NXT and make it what we want, but fuck AEW. He did say he invented the open door, the forbidden door. That's true. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Oh, man. I'm just trying to imagine the chaos that would ensue online if this were to happen. Whoa. Wow. He would get healed over for that. True. Yeah, he would get booed way more than he does now. Because he went to the Fed and then came back. He went for the payday. He went for the check. Wow. Or returning a hero? I think it would depend on his performance. Like, if it's just a kind of like he was there, got tossed kind of thing. Like, that's more, you did it for the paycheck. And, like, if he went and won it, once again, what the fuck are we even talking about? Then he'd be returning a hero. Like, does he win it and say, nah, fuck you, I'm not cashing in this opportunity? So the Royal Rumble's useless this year? Oh, no, this is just, we're getting way out, way out of here. These ideas. I don't know. I just hope for some excitement with, what did I say, 22? With whoever these 8 people are. Don't be a waste. Is there any way Vince lets an outsider win? That's another big one. Like, the thing is, like, reaching out to do these deals is baffling enough. There has to be something in it for WWE. Is it just to, like, spark attention again? Like, are they finally feeling the heat of the ratings? And, like, you know, fucking, that's why they're reaching out? Because, like, there has to be some winning factor for Vince to want to, A, bring people in, and then, B, if it is going that far to let an outsider win, like, what's the payoff that makes business sense for WWE? That protects Lesnar and saves Reigns for Rock. True. I don't know. Big yikes. So yeah, hopefully whoever these 8 people are that are mysteries, hopefully they make sense, or hopefully they're not just a waste. It's not Veer after him coming for 8 weeks or 10 months or whatever it is now to Raw. Don't want it to be Veer. That would be dumb. We don't need Tozawa in there. We don't need fucking, what's his name? Reggie. No. Put some people in there that actually we care about, can do stuff. Not that they can't do stuff, but, like, have some kind of credibility to them. Cesaro. Cena, Cena does make sense in a way. All the speculation does get people to watch. That's 100% true. I like the Viking Raiders, but I feel like that would kind of be a waste. No offense to Gable and Otis and Street Profits here, but I kind of feel the same way. So yeah, R-Truth. Yeah, these people, like, they're good, and they're good at what they do, but, like, I want something interesting for these 8 spots. Because looking at the current confirmed number here, it's not super exciting. And that's not on the talent themselves. It's on how things are done. Like, I can see potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 believable people that could win. Like, I would be like, yep, that makes sense. That's AJ, Kevin Owens, Dolph. Did I count Dolph? Wait, 1, 2. I didn't count Dolph, sorry. Orton, Riddle, E, Priest, Sheamus, Kofi. Those are my believables. Dolph is like close-ish, but I don't know. He's kind of gone down the hill. My pick, and this one will be definitive. I said it earlier, but I'm going to stick with E. I want E to win. E to win. This sets up for Brock down the line without going through all these hoops and mannerisms. Saves Reigns for Rock. Can go from there. Yeah. Do we get The Rock returning at the Rumble? Yeah. I doubt it. I don't know what deal he just signed with UFC. So there's that. And then also that, excuse me again, that would make more sense if Reigns was like laying it on thick that he is the best of the family, better than anyone else in the Samoan lineage, etc., etc. Like if he was doing this shit talking, that would kind of give motivation for The Rock to appear at the Rumble, to get this chance, to then just whoop ass. But then again, he's The Rock. Does he need to prove himself and get the chance to get this? No. He could just show up any given Tuesday, or any given Friday, rather, and just be like, I'm Dwayne Johnson. I want a title shot. You know? Like, there's that. Yeah, they have always said it. I feel like Reigns, we laid it on more thick early on, right? To establish that the head of the table, the whole heel gimmick, we had to do it there. I feel like Reigns has to get back to that. Right now, he's kind of more like, not a benevolent king, but like the laid back king. Obviously, he's sending the Usos to do stuff, which, okay, that's a plus. You're getting your lackeys to do stuff. But he seems more nonchalant. He needs to get back, and maybe with Paul out of the way, he can be more aggressive and in your face about stuff in his promos. Maybe with him doing that, that would trigger a Dwayne coming in and being like, oh, hold on now. No. Because so far it's been like small talk. That doesn't even sound right. It's been small stuff, but now it can be bigger stuff that carries more weight to it instead of someone talking for him per se, or him just casually saying it. I don't know. I don't know what he could do with the Usos specifically. I'm just saying, like, him using the Usos as lackeys is definitely a right step in the heel direction for him. Of just like, that's what bad guys would do. Hey, go do my things for me, or cheat, or whatever. And he'll take advantage of that. I don't know how they would get Rock involved, like what the Usos would do to do that, but just my thought. So, yep, that is the Royal Rumble. Like I said, as of recording, it's this Saturday. If you're watching this live on Friday or listening to it on Friday, it's tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy the Royal Rumble. Hopefully we get some fun surprises in the men's and women's Rumble on Saturday, and we can see the internet freak out for a little bit. But let me know who your thoughts and predictions are and who's going to win this whole thing. I'd love to hear it. I'm very excited to watch it on Saturday and have some fun. Just being surprised. Moving on to topic number 2. We're going to stick with WWE, but we're going to go to the game side of things. We're going to be talking about WWE2K22. As of recording, they had released a trailer, finally, last week. And not going to lie, a little bit of a mixed bag, but it might have been saved by a late recording. Hearing a lot of the gameplay features thanks to an interview with the devs and at the SmackDown Hotel on Twitter for kind of summarizing it. I am way more excited. So, what's going on this year with 2K22? You may ask. Well, it's coming out in March 11th. All right. Rey Mysterio is your cover superstar, looking all fly with some blues and some orange. And it is coming to both current gen, next gen. It's coming to both. And it's going to have a lot of interesting features along with it. If you do pre-order, you can get the Undertaker Immortal pack, which includes the current day or the last we have seen the badass, badass American badass Undertaker. Woo, that was a thing. The Undertaker from the Ministry of Darkness, and then also Undertaker with that white face mask when he broke his nose that one time. So if you pre-order, you can get that, or you can also get the deluxe edition, which comes with the NWO pack, which will essentially be a DLC later on, just based on history, which will include Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Syxx, and Eric Bischoff, all playable. So, roster so far. We got Edge. This is non-pre-order, guys. Edge, Mysterio. Really? That's it? No, just kidding. Okay, on their 2K roster page, that's all they have. But I think confirmed, if I'm looking at the SmackDown Hotel, I'm going to be using them a lot for references here. I don't want the current roster. I want you to tell me the WWE2K roster. That is what I'm looking for. Gonna do some scrolling. But yeah, based on the trailer, I was a little nervous. Some character models look fantastic. Look really good. Much improved from 2K20, which we know all how that went. And some models don't look great. I'm not sure if this was a current gen Xbox One, PS4, and an Xbox Series X, PS5 combination trailer where they showed footage from both generations. If that's the case, I understand it a little bit better. But some of those models, did not look great. The gameplay mechanics, though, that we're going to talk about in a little bit, have kind of spurred my attention back in interest. So, as of right now, these are the roster characters confirmed. AJ Styles, Alexa Bliss, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Asuka, Austin Theory, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Booker T, Brock Lesnar, Carmella, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Dana Brooke, Dolph Ziggler, Dominic Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Eric, Finn Balor, Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, Ivar, Jeff Hardy, Joaquin Wilde, wow, I said that wrong, Cena, Kane, Kaylee Ray, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Montez Ford, Mustafa Ali, MVP, Naomi, Randy Orton, Randy Savage, Raquel Gonzalez, Rey Mysterio. If you get the Starcade thing, you get Rey Mysterio 96, Rhea Ripley, Ric Flair, Ricochet, Riddle, Robert Roode, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, R.I.P., Sasha Banks, Scott Hall, Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi, Blackheart, Sonya Deville, Steve Austin, Syxx, Tamina, The Miz, The Rock, Triple H, Tyler Bate, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, and Xavier Woods. Pre-orders I mentioned are the 3 extra Undertakers, and then if you do the NWO version, you get those NWO versions of those characters along with Bischoff. Whoo! Okay, so right now that has us sitting at 79. As for all of our releases over this past year, we don't have much sign of them here. Couple standouts. Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, and I think there was one more, but I may be wrong. I am wrong. Okay, those are the two standouts because they're gone. Will there be more from the WWE releases of this past year? I hope so, because I want to play those characters. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out. Some obvious omissions. We have Joaquin Wilde. He is part of Legado del Fantasma. So I assume we got to have... oh boy, it's been a little while. Escobar. We're going to probably have Escobar in there along with Raul Mendoza, just because those three are a team. And then also we are missing the other half of Mustache Mountain in Tyler Bates' partner, who I'm blanking on as well. But, yeah. So, some tag teams without their tag team partners. So we see that. So, is that the full roster? No. Just what has been revealed so far according to SmackDown Hotel and the press conference. So gameplay mechanics that are being added this year or returning this year that have gotten me excited about the game. Number one is GM mode is back. Trent Severn, thank you. Trent Seven, yes, thank you very much. GM mode is back. Woo! All right, we can finally play GM mode again. You can pick 4 GMs. You can pick Pierce, DeVille, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon. The coolest thing, if I'm going to quote Drake and Josh, you can play co-op, locally, and online. Oh, yeah. All right, so GM mode, a heavily requested mode, finally back, making its return from SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Holy shit. It's been a while. It's back. I'm excited. I really liked AEW's GM mode on mobile. Unfortunately, it sucks my battery's phone, so that kind of stinks. Very excited to dive into this mode. Hopefully it's just like years past, obviously with some tweaks, some additions, etc., and we can have some fun with that. Very excited. So GM mode is back in the picture. Other things that have been added. There is a never mind. No, that's my GM mode still. There's still Universe mode. Universe mode I know is a lot of people's jam. Creating the cards, creating the storylines, etc. Something cool that they added this year is something called Superstar mode to that, where you can pick a superstar and essentially play like a campaign with that character. So, for example, I pick AJ Styles. I'm only going to play AJ Styles matches and storylines. Everything else is kind of just there, or I don't even see it. So it's kind of just like an individual superstar campaign that if you want to dive into, you're good to go. So cool for that. They have added a little bit more of an arcade style to things. They were limiting reversals on previous editions of the game, where you would only have a certain amount of reversals that you could use, and then it would have to recharge. That's gone. You can do unlimited reversals, just like the good old days, just like back in the day. So reversal upon reversal, as long as you can get the timing down, you're good to go. The pin and kick out system has been updated. It's more back to a button mashing system. I know that can be a little frustrating, because obviously it's just mashing the button and not knowing your results. But I do think this is a step in the right direction, because you feel like you're doing something. And then that bar mechanic they had in other years, while I get the logic behind it, kind of frustrating to figure out that timing. And especially when like it's a pick up and play. Like, hey, let's play with some friends. And it's hard to explain that mechanic or also have people execute it well enough just being thrown into it. I know even for me, I always sucked at that timing of that bar. But mashing, everybody gets mashing, and at least you feel like you're doing something. So that is back as well. You can still upload and use custom render images for Create a Superstar. So that's nice. Let's see. Let's see. We already know about that. I already talked about Superstar mode. New mode coming in to the 2K22 is something called by faction mode. Players will be in control of building a faction that rivals the NWO. Players will collect, manage, and upgrade superstars with weekly events and regular updates. So this looks essentially like a card type based game within the game. So the examples that they use here, they have 5 cards laid out: Asuka, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Sasha Banks, which are all gold cards, and then they have a silver card, which is a manager, and Paul Heyman. So this must be some kind of deck building-esque type game. I don't know too much details about it, but I'm interested to try it out and see how it plays. They talked about the main story for the showcase mode is going to be Mysterio, so you'll follow some key matches in his history, replay through those, and they have revealed that Dominic Mysterio is one of the unlockable characters through that gameplay. They showed off a little bit of Create a Superstar. Looks the way we kind of suppose it would, but the big thing is cross-platform creation. So if you make something on Xbox, people who play on PlayStation can have access to it as well as PC. So that's cool. Just kind of opens up this wide array of obviously the creation suite. There are people who go very insane with their character models, making people from AEW, NWA, Impact, New Japan. You have those people. You have people who make alternate attires. It's going to be crazy to see the amount of creativity people come up with this year. And obviously you can download things from that suite, and everybody will have access to everybody's creations from there. But I think that pretty much covers what they had shared. Once again, shout out to the SmackDown Hotel on Twitter for kind of summarizing what had happened in that press conference. Yeah, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited for this game. I know 20, a lot of people had issues with. I personally never ran into any bugs, luckily, but these games have kind of lost some steam in like their replayability and fun factor. And hopefully this is hopefully this is a step in the right direction. GM mode coming back is fantastic. Like I said, that hasn't been in a game since 2008, so over 10 years this mode has not been in. I'm excited to jump back into that. I know Papa Griff and I played it all the time, whether it was against each other or against the computer, and it was always hard as fucking shit against the computer, so hopefully it's not that bad. But excited to jump into that. The card creator mode or card collection mode, I'm excited to see how that plays out, if it's intriguing. You know, these are the different modes in what I can do and how I can play makes it more interesting than, okay, just go in there, throw some punches, pin 1, 2, 3, yada yada. You know, once again, obviously it's fun if you can do this as a pickup game, but if it's too much of the simulation route and too complex, it kind of takes away from the fun factor. I understand why you would want something like that, but a nice balance is good. You don't want it so arcadey that it's what the fuck was that game called? 2K Brawlers or whatever that we had played this previous year, where it was fun, but it didn't have the substance behind it. So you want the fun aspect and the arcadiness of something like that, or even better, a WWE All-Stars, while also having, you know, the realism or in the simulation of, previous 2Ks. So let's hope that 2K, with taking the year off, has just learned from their mistakes, put in the passion behind it, found people who care to put in that time, and hopefully this goes off without a hit and we can get back to some good wrestling games. And if not, we'll wait for the AEW game whenever that's fucking coming out. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the Wait What Podcast. My name is Bret, aka Enigma911, and you can catch this podcast live over on twitch.tv/Enigma911 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join in the chat if you're a subscriber over there. We'd love to have you in on the conversation. If you can't catch it live, that's a-okay. Drop topic by topic and put as one big video in MP3 for your amusement on the following Friday on YouTube and podcast services. Last but not least, #add merch store and get all your swag over there. T-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand. Support us. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Listen to the Rumble talk. Listen to the 2K talk. Hopefully you guys had a good time. If you enjoy the Rumble, if you're watching the Rumble, I hope you guys enjoy yourself. But if not, hope you guys have a good one regardless. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.